Letter number 10. Understanding Sanya to lead a peaceful life. Let us start with a story. A man who had never seen a train, but has always been around horse-pulled wagons, visited a train station. When he saw a train pull in at the station with no horse at the front to pull it, he asked his friend, "How can that train run without a horse? Where is the horse that is pulling it?" The friend, knowing his mentality, replied, "The horse runs inside the train." The man was contented with the reply and responded with relief, "No wonder, I could not understand how the train runs." This story is a simile. It expresses how we develop sanya or perception. It is based on previous experience or knowledge. Number one is it is based on previous experience or knowledge. Number two, it is built on personal assumptions. So this explains that perception arises within the framework of personality. It is not the ultimate truth, but only a personal truth valid at that time. Let us look at another story to enable us to understand how perception develops within us with a personality view. A farmer sets up a scarecrow to protect his crop from deer. The deer mistakes the scarecrow for a human, as his past experience with humans has made him wary of humans. On seeing the scarecrow, the deer gets frightened, abandons the idea of raiding the farmer's crops, and keeps away from the field. Similarly, when a child starts to recognize outside objects that comes into contact with his senses, seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, and feeling, he gradually builds up a storehouse of knowledge of recognition. He then learns to differentiate objects within this framework and starts to draw up from this whenever he encounters any outside object. At the same time, his personality view gets stronger. How does that happen? He thinks, "I saw this," or "I heard that," etc., and come to a conclusion about what he saw or heard. He does not realize that what he thought he saw or heard is only his view and may not be the truth. Another person may see or hear the same thing and come to a different conclusion. Perception is not wisdom. It is merely knowledge and memory with a layer of personality view. That is why one's perception can be different from another's, even though they are looking at the same object. Let us take another example. 3 people shared a mango, and perception of taste arises in each of them. But that perception in each of them may be totally different from that of the others. One might think that the mango is very sweet, another that it is sour, and the third that it is overripe. The perception in each case comes within the limits of personal framework of each one of them. Perception can suffer from many distortions or perversions and lead to disagreements, arguments, conflicts, which result in unwholesome verbal, physical, or mental actions. And so we prolong our samsaric journey. If one understands correctly what sanya is, then our day-to-day lives will be useful. In many suttas, Lord Buddha showed us how sanya can be used as teacher. In Sanna Sutta, Anguttara Nikaya 7.46, he explains 7 meditation objects using sanya. They are unattractiveness, death, loathsomeness, dispassion, impermanence, suffering, no self. We should strive to understand the true nature of sanya. Sanya is one of the 5 aggregates: form, which is rupa, feelings, Vedana, perceptions, Sanya, mental formations, Sanskara, and consciousness, Vijnana. Life in the sensual world is impossible without these 5 aggregates. Even an Arahant has these 5 aggregates, but they function in a different manner. The problem is not in the aggregates, but in the clinging to these aggregates. How do we cling? We cling with a deluded mind, wrong view, desire, aversion, ego, conceit. There are the things, these are the things we should get rid of. And Dhamma seekers should have a clear understanding to act wisely when they arise within. This ability to see them arising is the wisdom one should develop. Then a person can see Sanya for what it is and avoid the dangers that arise from seeing things with a personality view.